Hey guys, it's Jen and I'm back with the tutorial that I wanted to do. I colored this little image in. It's the same one from the card that I showed in a previous video, from this card here, and I just colored him in differently, obviously. So I'm going to need to pick paper to go with him, and this is that Reflection 6x6 Prima pad that I got a few days ago. So again, I'm just gonna, I like that one. I'm gonna flip through and try to find something. I love the colors in this paper. They're so me. So I just go through here and try to find one that matches or complements the coloring. That looks nice, but I don't know about the butterflies. I think I'm going to go with this one. Now we got to pick out some cardstock to coordinate. It's not the exact color of his shirt, but it complements it, I think. Maybe blue. I'm just talking out loud. I think I'm gonna go with the blue. It's not originally what I thought. I wanted like an orangish, burnt orange color. I'm going to get one of the card bases that I keep cut and folded. And this is a standard A2 size card base. I keep forgetting what the camera is. And that's 5.5 by 4 1/4. It's just an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock cut in half and then folded in half. So what I'm gonna do, I think, here is let's cut this paper. Actually, let's cut the blue behind and it'll give it a little bit, we'll let it peek out just a tad little bit. And again, guys, for you measuring people out there, this is probably going to drive you insane. But I don't like to measure. I just mark it with my pencil. Again, crafting for me is what I do to relax. So I don't like it to be very technical. So, and then this, I have it cut so that it just fits inside here. I might actually use this side. So then some of the craft sticks out from the outside. So I'm going to take, and I know I do this on like every video, but I'm sorry, I can't help it. I just like the way that it looks. I don't like clean lines usually. I mean, I'm not all like crazy like into the whole like grunge thing. Isn't really my cup of tea, but I don't like the real clean lines all over everything. It just seems so blah to me, but that's just me. So whatever style you have, you know, I say embrace it and go with it. I'm going to use my ATG gun to adhere this cardstock to my card base. And honestly, guys, I really have like no idea before I start a card what it's going to look like most of the time. Sometimes I do look at like magazines, like Papercraft magazine, to get an idea, but I didn't do that this time, so I'm sort of flying by the seat of my pants type of thing. And so to me that's sort of a challenge because, you know, these videos, if they're too long, they take forever to load. And I marked my paper and now I can't see where I marked it. That's pretty funny. Oh, here. Whatever. And Kelly and I didn't craft together this weekend, which is very strange for us. I'm going to do the same thing with this piece here, just to rough it up a little bit. Normally we craft together at least one night a weekend, but I was so tired when I got home from work Friday, and then yesterday didn't work out for us either, so I'm not sure if we're going to get to craft together soon or not. I'm in withdrawal. So if I put, okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and use some of this ribbon that I just bought. This color, or do I want this color? Which one looks better with our image? And this yellow, I'm not positive I'm using that. I thought maybe I would just use it as like a tiny bit of color. I'm gonna go with that medium one. And I got this ribbon at Walmart for $1.97. There's 6 yards on a roll. And I have to cut that off, and then I'll just use this small piece for something later, because it has like a stickiness on it from the tape they had on it. I don't know why anybody would do that. Okay, so sorry, I'm like discombobulated or something. I think I'm going to make like just a knot, so I don't need that crazy amount here. And I'm putting the ribbon on here first before I adhere it down, just because then I won't have to wrap it around the whole card base, you know what I mean? And then it'll hide it underneath, which is always a good thing in my book. Just turn that around so the shiny part is out. Leave it like that, straight, sort of. And then put it over here. And since this is going to be a boyish card, I don't put such a strong slant. Whenever I cut the ribbon, I like to cut it pretty much straight on. But that's just me. I mean, you can do whatever you want. To me, that has more of a masculine feel to it, but I mean, honestly, how masculine can you get with a cute little thing like that? I mean, seriously. I think what I will do is take some of this just measuring. This is my idea of measuring. I don't want a lot of this to show, but I do want more of this blue to show. So I'm just going to trim a strip off. I'm going to use this side just because it has a different feel to it. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this piece down. And I know I've said this before, guys, but I love my ATG gun. I love not having to fill it like every 5 seconds, because that gets really old. I like to be able to craft and not have to worry about, again, all the technical, oh, I gotta replace this, or I gotta, you know, whatever. It's just annoying to me. So now what I'm gonna do is cut a scallop using a border punch of some kind. Might use that one, I'm not sure. I have them all jammed in a drawer. I really need to get a different storage system. Might use that one too. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. And this is one of the EK Success punches. I like them. I think they seem almost sharper than the Fiskars ones. I don't know if it's just in my head or... and they don't get like jammed like the Fiskars do sometimes. Of course, now that I say that, it'll probably jam, but you know how that goes. I don't know, I just like it. I don't know how else to explain that. And look, I cleaned my mat, and I think I ruined it. Well, stained it or something. I was using a cleaner I was trying to get some of these stains off of it, and of course that failed miserably. And now I think I stained my mat even worse. Good times. I'm just going to trim that, and then I'm not going to throw that away, obviously. But what I will do is sort of straighten it out. Throw this piece away in the trash, and then I have this piece. Throw it back on my pile there. And on this piece, and everybody should have ribbon cutting scissors. These are my 2 pair of ribbon cutting scissors. I don't cut anything else with them other than like thread or yarn. And these are my favorite paper cutting scissors, and it's really sad. They're Singer brand. I've had them for as long as I can remember. And the handle actually broke off. Like this part of the handle, if there's like a crack there and a crack there, I put it back together with crazy glue, and they've been fine ever since. So, I mean, I have a whole bunch of different pairs of scissors. I have the Tim Holtz scissors, and I like these too. It depends on the mood that I'm in. I know that probably sounds strange to some of you, but it's the truth. So it's not necessarily what I grab first, it's what I'm in the mood to cut with. Oh boy, what can you do, you know? It is what it is. I'm feeling kind of talkative today, so this might be a really long video. We're already at 12 minutes and I'm not anywhere near done. Oh well. So I just put some adhesive on that scallop, and then I'm just going to line up the blue paper so that just a tiny bit of that scallop shows. Because I just want a touch of it. And I'm going to use my cutters to make sure this is straight because I'm not real precise. And this isn't going to be the right width. Like a tiny bit's going to pop through, and that's okay. I'll just shove it underneath. Technical term, shove. Shove it underneath there. I want a decent amount underneath the ribbon, so I think that'll work. Because then my little guy can go right here. I can actually put my sentiment there if I wanted to. I think that's what we'll do. So I'm going to go ahead and put my sentiment on here. And maybe I will emboss it. What time are we at? Oh boy. Maybe I won't emboss it. Let's see, is there something on here I can use? I want it to be a birthday card. I never have enough birthday cards. So how about we use this Hero Arts A Day to Celebrate. And this is plexiglass that I get in 8.5 by 11 or 8 by 10, I think, size. And I just put some of my acrylic stamps on there. And I just keep them in a basket on my desk. So let's go with dark brown color box chalk ink. Ink this bad boy up. And I'm going to stamp it down towards the bottom so we can see it pretty well, in case that ribbon gets in the way. There we go. Clean that later. So then, back to our card. Just shaking it a little bit, make sure it dries. And then put a little adhesive here and here. And then underneath the ribbon it goes, but not too far. Okay, like that. And then we can put our little fella here. I'm gonna put him up on some 3D adhesive. And I just grab whatever's closest. I'm not real picky. I have a drawer full of adhesive, well, of 3D. Like I have a drawer for 3D, I have a drawer for my card bases. You know, I like to keep organized, but I just grab whatever's closest usually whenever I'm doing stuff and making videos. Again, I don't like it to be too technical and stressful. Move him over just a tad. Get rid of this trash. And then, I don't know, I think I might just call it quits there. Honestly, if it's going to be for a guy, I don't want it to be too frilly. I mean, it's sort of bland. I could put something here, but I don't know that I necessarily want to. I think sometimes the blank space is nice. So I'm going to call it quits with that one. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks for hanging in there. It was a long video. And I believe I'm going to do another one here shortly. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye.